Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf. Yes, I know the box is reflective. Hold on, this is the Fansproject Madlaw, aka Quickswitch. I'll talk about its history, but you can see there's the box. This figure released in 2014, and I picked him up at this year's TFCon back in March. Is a good figure. The paint is good. Details are good for the mode for his 6 modes. Easy transformation once you know what you're doing. But yeah, yes, you can see the box has a glare. Like you can see the light spray behind me. All the shelf. All right. If you look on the bottom, I'll show you the detail. Bottom right there, you can see it. These are his alt modes right there. Like his what plane jet mode, drill tank. Right here is Fansproject. Sorry, product copyright Fansproject Ltd 2014. At the top, you can see a teaser of our beast mode. Fansproject X dash function X B there here not included, which is brilliant. Madlaw right there. You can see there's that. For the side of the box, you can see here is a head sculpt of a Quickswitch. And down at the bottom there is a wing of his jet mode. On the other side of it, it says function XV, a Madlaw. Bottom, I'll quickly do the bottom now. It's plain. Top, it's plain. On the back, you can see a teaser of the other modes. You can see there's his drill mode, his gun mode, and there's a picture of the head or another figure. Because yeah, you see his beast mode. Obviously, you see the jet mode, robot mode, right there. That's all the box has to offer. It's just a slip cover. Cover the white, the little wall there. So if you want, see, it's just a slip cover. You can have that by itself. It's just it's plastic. And then once you take out the box, there's the main box. It's just green all around. So red down. The backdrop does look red on the camera, but it's black. So here, you open this up right there, and there's where your figure would say at. You can see it there, right there. There, I'll close this up. Throw this off to the side with that little sleeve. I already took out the bigger instructions when I did the unboxing from TFCon. Oh yes, I will be working on the playlists again this weekend actually. So I'll work on that this weekend. He does have ratchet joints. I'll give a history in a second. Let me just this sleeve back here and throw this in the corner because after this review, I'm probably just gonna throw his box away just to save room. Let me get this corner there. So yeah, you can see it's. I do like how it was. It's a sleeve cover. But yeah, there's that. There, the boxes over there. The pile of boxes that I need to take out, which is good. That saves the corner as things fall over in the background. Just seeing what fell. Okay, that. I'm just picking up that thing that fell in the background. Yeah, that's a few more boxes to go to the trash. That will save room. Because once I clear up pretty much the whole left side, that will save a whole bunch of room. So I can put more figures there, probably. Like upcoming reviews, or I can put comparison to the table over there. Let's talk about it later. I'm just giving one of the accessories fell out. Okay, of her hand. Okay, let me just quickly get it in her fist. there. So you do get an instruction sheet. I'm just gonna extend the backdrop down. It looked like it was starting to peel, it'll start to come off. And I did adjust it so the table is more in the middle of the backdrop. So there's like these little arches right there. Right there. I'm just going to just pull up. There. So that way it's a little bit more better. Well, the backdrop is there. Just redraw in there. So that way it gives a little bit more different. So that way I still have room, and then I have like support right here where my finger is back there. So in case something, if I want to leave something up against it, I can. Alright, you do get instructions. The instruction sheet isn't the best. I'll talk about that. So you can see it says function X, function -XV. You can see Madlaw. You can see a picture of his face. The instructions are good. They are okay. So let me do this. I'm going to give you a top-down view of the instruction. Not that far. But yeah, they're open. It's so you can see there are steps right there. So you can see it's in color. And it tells you what to do. And so it does look like this. It does go through all of its modes from robot to, well, once you start, it does say to store his weapon. I'll have you hold his weapon, so I'll show that. I did notice the one thing instructions didn't show is the other gun, so I'll talk about that. It does go through transformation. He does have his wood runner mode, which is beast mode. I'm quickly going through. He does have his airstrike, which is more just a plain jet mode. It does have his gun mode, which they call the laser shot. He does have a drill tank mode, which they do call, his dirt driller, and then he also does have a boat mode, which they call his aqua force. And then they just show off a few little features this figure has down here at the bottom, which they do show the guns there, but that's the only place where you see the guns. Also the instructions to the side. I'm just re-dropping the backdrop back. But so that way, if like something leans back, I can have it lean back. Or for a bigger figure, which I'm not doing. I'm just fixing this again. It's just the box at the top that slides around. But I did at least extend the backdrop out a little bit more. That wasn't there in the first draft. This backdrop there, so that at least it's like pushed back. There. Alright, let me go rearrange the camera. But here is the Fansproject Madlaw, aka Quickswitch, which is right there. Which, yeah, here, at least there, he's almost a fully frame. This is how he comes in packaged, because you gotta fix something on him, but I'll talk about that. But here, let's get it. Here, let me show you the thing you gotta fix, then we'll complete the raw mode. So this is how I had it. I didn't realize this was wrong when I first unboxed. It's a quick fix. The instructions don't show you to do it, but I don't think they do. You bring the arms up, you bring these pieces back, and you see there is a tab right here, and that will go into the slot, that square right there, and that will lock in. So that way, now if you look at it from the front, you don't see all that kibble right there. So it's much more clean. And it also reveals like the little yellow lights, and you can hear that bit is on the ratchet. I don't know if you could hear that was on the ratchet. But so you can see how he does look. Now, pretty much like Great Shot, you're going to be redoing and doing new steps, undoing and doing new steps, just get him in his modes. One mode, well, a few modes won't be as good as the others, but and he is more green. It's the lights do make him look, and lights on camera make him look a little bit more blue. But he is green. There's the feet. So a full quick 360. He is Great Shot's son. Sorry, just lowering this backdrop. Because there was one side that was off. There, that might be better. But yeah, he is Great Shot's son. Don't just readjusting the backdrop. It started to come undone one side, so. Just quickly adjust the backdrop. But like, yeah, I adjusted the backdrop so it could at least go in if I needed it to. But it's still at the same height. It's not going to be different height. That's pushed back. There. And part of the backdrop was starting to show if I didn't fix it in time. There. So you can see there's a Quickswitch done. Let's do a full 360. I will do articulation in a minute, but just getting balanced because I can tell he's not balanced. But yeah, and this he's also at the edge of the there. As I'm bumping his accessories right behind me. But yeah, he does come into the accessories. I will take a look at them in a minute. But yeah, you can see there's Quickswitch or Madlaw. Right there, you can see the eyes. Alright, let's do a detail now quickly. But yeah, he is a Great Shot son. Well, I'm talking about the history, I'll look at the character. I'm gonna show him the front and back, and the angles, and I'll talk about articulation and pose them after I do comparisons. But yes, he is Great Shot's son. I don't think he has a mother. Well, I don't think his mother has been revealed, but people are thinking the Autobot Combiner Victorion from the Combiner Wars toy line, and well, that's a toy line she was released in. That's when, so they're thinking that she could be his mother because he's blue, well, the green, as you see in the red, and the gray in areas, with white in areas. So they're, yeah, so could be their son. They did it. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can see there's the front, side, back. I'll adjust the camera. You can see the back. It's just these bits sticking out. Like I do know in the comment, he did. I know he didn't make an appearance in the show or anything. Correct. But there was a Decepticon variant of him going to be released by Hasbro. They never released it. I believe that got canceled. But it is a good figure. It has ratchet joints like if you could hear earlier. I'm just going to bring the camera down so I can show the legs. 360. And see these bits, they do stick out, but I believe that's just the design. I know Hasbro did release him, but that was in a pack, and that was just the remold of the Six Shot. I almost forgot his name, but there. He does have a feature, I'll show that off. I kind of knew he was going to fall over. His feet are good and bad. It's stable. You can see that's his plate right there, and the drill was right above it. But yeah, you can see the colors right there. The knee, even the little foot right there. Quickly do articulation. But I do know in a comic that I was reading up on him, there was Decepticons attacking, and then one of the humans there, I don't recall the human's name, but the human thought he was Khan. Long story short, Quickswitch defeated those Decepticons as I'm just lowering the backdrop. Quick sec. As one of the box was sliding around up here, and then that was causing it to be misaligned. And then as well have clear dog fur. As I bump the table. There. But there. So that way it still covers up the tops and the sides. Just lift. Lift, and I just realized you could see one of the boxes. Or could that I've done it as a teaser for that review coming up later. Whenever that will be. There. Oh, it's more flat. There, I was just slowing that one down. But yeah, see, he was originally a Decepticon. He was an Autobot. He did make up for his father's doings. But in one comic, like I mentioned, he did fight the Decepticons. The human mistaken him as a Decepticon. But he was an Autobot. Can't remember the human's name, but there, so you can see. And then the backdrop is better. So. But he does look good. I'll go over his articulation, and then I'll do the feature after I do articulation for it, or I'll do the feature now. A little gimmick. Yeah, so the instructions do mention this later. You can see the eyes are done in blue, red, yellow for the face. There's the eye and chin. So there's a little switch on the back of his head. Watch his eyes. See something's happening. There, so you can see he has a visor. It's up and down. So how does the visor work? It's not like the MP Hot Rod where you had to open up the top of his head and then flip it out. I do like how his visor works. I'm just giving it more stand up, but that way he's not leaning forward that much. And you can see the little like stripes right there on the side of the head. So there's this little switch right here. You flip this up. Well, the figure he was about to fall over. You push that up, and that when it's up all the way, that will bring down the visor. And if you flip it back down, then that will eventually hide the visor. So that's a nice little feature. There's that. Alright. Continuing on, I just put it away for now. The head can rotate a full 360. No issues there. It can look that far up. Down. If you want to look more down, you can untap the joint, but that's the march of transformation. Arms can go all the way that far out, so they're hitting his face. I'm just trying to keep him balanced because he'll fall over. His feet, I'll mention his feet later. They can do a full 360. They do also have a bicep swivel. Full 360 elbow bend. A single degree right there. And it bends all the way that much for transformation. joint is fist. Cannot rotate, but granted, it's pretty much due to transformation, and they can only move up and down. I'll take a look at accessories after I do this articulation, after comparisons. It's the same for the other arms. Waist can rotate, but you have to lower this bit down for it to rotate. And it is on the ratchet, a soft ratchet. I can feel the clicks when rotating it, but that just piece that sits right there as is, but panel. Alright, for the legs. For his legs now, let me lower the camera. So here we'll start with the thighs. So for the legs, they can go that far forward, no issues there. And they can go that far, so yeah, you can get in the full splits. They can't do the full splits sideways. There is a little panel. Let me put this bit down for a sec. There's a little cut out so you can see the leg won't go all the way out. But there, so at least you can get that. Knee bend, single degree knee bend. There, almost double joint. So also when you have the knee bend, you can push this up to like hide that little gap. If you want, it's on its hinge. If you want. On the sides, they're pretty much filled in. Granted, now for the feet. And yes, the right foot is on the ball joint. Their feet are on the ball joint. I just realized it's off camera, but yes. He does have a lower thigh swivel, full 360. No issues there? Okay. You lower the camera since we're talking about the feet. Feet are on ball joints, so you can get them all that far up due to transformation. Down that far, and you can bring that forward if you want. And you do get slight rocker. There, you can get a full 360 rocker. Right there. But yeah, as you can see, Quickswitch is stable. I'll do like that pair since I'll do the accessories. Let me just make sure he's standing. I'll slide him back right there. Also, with those dock feet, you can the paws on the back if you want. You can slightly just bring them down, just so that way it gives it more stability, a little bit more stability. To give it, which is his heels. In his rollout mode, you can obviously well, we did see that tank treads on the back, which that's how it is. Okay, let me just flip him around, and let me just get the camera up. Okay, here he is with Earthrise / Kingdom Deluxe Wheeljack, and Wheeljack is about his waist. There you go. Here he is with Voyager Legacy Evolution, Metalhawk. Metalhawk comes to about his chest. So he's a bit taller than the Voyager. And here he is with the Leader G2, Laser Optimus Prime from the Legacy. And you can see he's just pretty much about the same height, but if you go to his shoulders, he's a little bit bigger from the front. Alright, here he is with his father, Autobot. Great shot. I will transform Great Shot, but let me just do this to his gun mode there so you can see. Great Shot is twice the size, is pretty much twice the size. And his son is bigger than his son. Well, if Quickswitch knows that he's his father. Not sure, but yeah, you can see Great Shot definitely is much bigger than his son. I do not have Victorian, or it would bring her out to show mother and son. I'm going to quickly transform Great Shot into his gun mode. So I'm doing that real quickly, and then I'll resume with Quickswitch. There we go. If you want to see how to transform the Great Shot into his other modes, go watch last Tuesday's review where I did Great Shot's review. Went from his jet mode to his battle car mode, then to his beast mode, and then to his gun mode, and then to robot to tank, and then finished off with his jet mode. Just quickly finishing up with his gun mode. But I am going from robot to jet robot mode, so give me a sec. But yeah, this is basically third-party month because next week I will be doing the after Thursday I'll be doing the CDL Toys RC, which I also got at this year's TFCon. But then next week will be the Fans Hobbies Pyro and Bossman. So two exclusives. Two TFCon exclusives. But after the Fans Pyro and Bossman, then it will be the Optus Nox and the Tiger Rex. Their Fans projects take on G2 unreleased Grimlock. I'll talk about more of its history later. Just finishing. Finishing up the last little bit. And then I'll resume with the mighty Quickswitch. Our Great Shot is in his all mode. I'm just going to store the Headmaster in his spot and give him his guns. Put the guns on. And there will be no comparison for his boat mode. I don't really have a boat transformer. So I won't be doing no boat comparison. Unfortunately, I don't really, like I said, I don't have a boat transformer. Yes, I do know when I did Black Eric, I did not bring out one Master Force bot. I just didn't feel like transforming him, to be honest. And he was all the way back at the end of the shelf. I didn't really want to move those figures just to grab him and then transform him from his Decepticon. But, well, it would have just been in both mode, robot and his Decepticon form. I'm talking about the Earthrise double dealer. And I'm just storing the master in the cockpit. And also making sure the legs are fully tapped in. They're starting to come on. There's one panel that always comes undone. Yeah, I was just fixing something in one of the tabs. Alright, submarine mode. Alright, sorry, his gun mode. It wasn't lining up properly, so there, but now it is. Just throwing that Time Master in there, and then I'm done with him. I do like how they at least gave it his gun mode. There, he's in. I'm just closing the hatch up. There. Great shot's done. I'm just setting him back on the table. Also, I will not be bringing out the Prime again, or the Malhawk, and the Earthrise Deluxe Wheeljack in this. And Quickswitch's other modes, just to save me time. But the editing mode, I'll transform after the jet mode. I will follow the instructions. It's an easy transformation once you know what you're doing. Just pushing something off to the side. There, but Great Shot is in his alt mode as something else just falls over in the background. I'm not going to fix that. I'll fix it later. I already know what fell. I knocked it over on accident. Okay, so let's take a look at his accessories, and then I'll pose him up. No, I'm not going to pose him with his father. I already put his father in the gun mode. I don't want to really quickly undo his transformation. As I'm going to just push the backdrop to the back. Okay, but yeah, I showed all of his posability. I showed the hidden feature. Let's talk about accessories. So you get these bits. You get two of them. 1 and 2. They're just mirrored. And then they do have a peg right there. So if you want, there is slots right here. You take a gun. That way, and you just align it up with that peg. Unless I did have it on the rear side. If I did. There, so you can see the gun. Well, can sit holstered in his hip. Right there, you can have it on both sides. Holstered. Which that's nice, so if you want, like he's shooting his main guns, which I will get out in a minute. So you can have him holster these, like it's just, walking around on a base or in bases. You can figure post it display however you want. That's why I display him with my victory crew. Okay, but yes, he can hold the guns. I'm not going to pose him holding the guns because I'm going to do the other guns. But transform, pull down on the hinge and pull out the barrel. Yes, he can hold them. Since they're on the hinge, you can get them like angled up like that. So he's like angled up like that. I'm just going to do a quick pose, but I'm not going to fully pose him because I'm going to save that for the second weapons. But yeah, I do like how they gave him both the bigger gun, those two smaller guns, and they can both store. But he does use these in his alt modes. So there, if you want, you can have Quickswitch, quickly shooting some Decepticons. And then let's say a Quickswitch runs out of ammo. What is he gonna do? But he still has one less weapon, so I'm just gonna remove the guns. I'm gonna put him back on the hips. They put him on the wrong side. Oh wait, no, there. He's gotta get aligned in, and they're secure. Like he's not gonna drop it off the hips, and you can see they're secure. And now, just like how those guns were on hinges, you get these guns, which are, I believe, a homage to his G1 guns. Yes, can he hold them? Well, you'll see the thumbnail. But yes, he can hold them, and he won't drop them. The instructions only do show you having them in robot mode. So you can say they're a robot mode exclusive, right, for exclusives. And yes, since on that hinge, you can like kind of angle forward. So that way you get that. But here, I'll just quickly pose him while I pose him. Have this, nope. Have this hinged up a little bit down, and then I also do hinge that up on that joint. So now it looks like he's going to be blasting at you with not one, not two. Well, sorry, two guns. And if you notice on the hips, which you won't really see this until I do kind of have him balanced on one foot. I believe it's like this way. And I do also flip up these little bits right there, the knee pads, up to give him a little bit more solid. I do pose him like this. You'll see it more in that thumbnail. I believe it's actually like this. I have him pose, and I do have him balanced, so he's not like going to fall over. But and you can see he's all the way right there at the back, and he's not going to fall over. So now, let's see. He does have. I do give him the fixed receiver blast effects to them. I just didn't know where to put them. That's why I was looking around. And they're loose fit, but they're not. They don't. The Quickswitch was released before the blast effects were made, but yeah, he can hold them, and he's not going to drop them as it looked like he was about to fall over. But yeah, he's going to hold them, and yeah, like you can also bring down those feet, these feet, to give him stability. But you can see he's balanced, and now he's going to blast you with not one, not three, but two different guns at the exact same time. Okay, let me unpack. So we're gonna go into his beast mode. I'm gonna leave those blast strikes off to the side. I'm gonna leave these two main guns off to the side. So I'm just gonna wiggle them out, and set them to the side. Both sides. I won't bring those guns out again until I just leave them with robot mode, but I don't display them in any other modes. You can if you want to. I do leave the smaller guns that I just removed. They will work in his other modes. Instructions do tell you where to store. We're going to go into his beast mode. First, I'm just going to call it beast mode. I know the instructions do have a specific name for it. I'm also going to flip up the visor. Well, flip down the visor. Hide the visor so it's not out. Let's have that one shoulder. So you can see there's the shoulders. All right. I'm just going to give him back. Just give him back. Drop. There. So now he's stable. So if you adjust those, have that hinge, he's stable. And see, he's not going to fall back even if I. Sorry, I was just adjusting the heads on the back. Like I did mention, the lights do make him look a little bit more blue. he's more gray in person. And the camera does make him look a little bit more blue. Almost like about 6 Nights colors from Super Grandmaster Force. Alright. So to transform him, I do have the instructions on the side. We're going to open up the chest. I do have the sheet right off to the camera. I do have the guns off to the side. You do want these to the side at least, not the main ones. Okay. So you want to open the chest. So you can pull down the head. As the instructions, they don't show you that. Like here, let me show you what I mean before I do it again. So if you look at the instructions, I do have them pulled open so they don't close up. And yes, they're stapled at the back. Okay, but on the first page, it tells you you see, this is step 4. Step 2, step 5, the chest is already open. So it shows you opening it and then pushing the head up. But they could have done that in step 4. I don't know why they did. But you can also, if you want to, I didn't show it off, they do show this in instructions. You can't have him holding it like this, the smaller barrel. But granted, I like the full-on barrel. Alright, there. So you just you lift this forward, untab that. See, there's a gap right there. You bring this back. This panel will pop down. That's more for his gun mode, which we will get into later. Bring that up and close that up there, so that chest is concealed. So his head's concealed inside the chest. I'm saying that 5 times fast. Okay. Next, yeah, then you close up the chest. So now we're going to untab. The arms are on the, bits are on the back. They do say to untab them. Here, you see these wings are right there on the back. I'm gonna bring them down. You can't yet to untab them. They just show you bring them down. So you just pull out slightly and bring them down. Pull out. Right there. Granted, I mean, the instruction, this figure was made in 2014, so. But it's fine. But if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. So yeah, he's looking up. Now we're going to bring up. Out, so that way they're right there. Alright. Now we're going to use this joint at the top and bring them back, the arms back, so you can see they're right there on the back. I mean, it is a good quality figure, no really issues on mine. Okay, so now we're going to flip these bits forward. So you want to just take these and bring them up. And you also want to be bringing those arms out. I know it's going to be off camera, I just saw it. There, that works. So there, he's balanced on his arms right now. But yeah, you do want to bring this section forward and tab that until it taps in. You see there's a slot on either side. There's this tab right here, slot right there. You just gotta get them lined up. This will form the beast's head. Alright, I'm just bringing the neck in a little bit more so it's more like closed up. You can leave these wings out to the side so they're like that, but personally I do slightly bring them into the middle just to like give them a little, so that way there's not that big of a gap right there, and to like fill it out so that way it looks like a neck right there. But that's how I do that. So you can see he's going to fix himself. We're going to fix him in a minute. So now we're going to rotate the shoulder out and rotate the paws around. So just bring them out on this side. So just bring them out there, so they at least bulks out the shoulders, and rotate the fist 180 at the elbow joint. So that way the paws are pointing. Also, the robot hands are pointing backwards. And here, let me show you. That's how you want the paws. So this is how they were. Robot mode, and you just rotate 180 on both sides. So you see these paws right there forward, because this is going to form the front of the beast. And that will form the back of the beast. Okay. Bring it up a little bit because we're going to work on the paws. So you want to give him like an elbow bend. This is going to be easier. You want to open up that tread on the back, drop that down, flip in the fist, and that will in turn bring that out. And then you close up the tread on the back, and that's a leg done. Once it's in all the way, it just came out. So you quickly do that. Snap in, and yes, I probably should mention, these paws are sharp. So that's a leg done. So you lift up, you bring the fist down, kind of halfway. You can bring it further, so that way you can see the paws right there, and then you close this arm up and close that tread down. So now instead of the fist out, it's the robot mode paws. Sorry, the beast mode paws, right there. Sorry, I'm just pushing the fist back in there so that way they're a little bit more hidden. Like that. Okay, I'm just using instructions since it's 6-changer to make it a little easier. Alright, so yeah, close that up. You have the guns off to the side, holding them, the bigger ones. To the side, holding them down, so that way it doesn't open. Up. You can also just fold the instructions, that way they're like that. Okay. Yes, you can see the feet, but we're going to work on this. So come to the side, flip these bits out. Both sides. It's easier if you flip out the paw, and then bring those bits out. And just flip out the paw to make it easier. So now we're going to bring out these guns from the underneath of the back. Yeah, I just realized that's pretty much an frame. Right there, you're just going to get this out and bring that out. Right there. This is the underside, this is going to be the top. This is going to be the underside of the beast. Okay. So, once you have the guns out, we're going to flip them up a little bit. You can also tap in the feet right there. Like that, so that way they're kind of in. You can also bring these bits down. Flat right there. So just bring those down. You'll see this more in other mode. That's what I'm not talking about. Now we're going to just basically get this oriented. So, then we're going to rotate around. So let me see. I want to have this bit up. Right. Yeah, we're going to have it like this. We're going to fix it. Yeah. I want it like this, so that way it's on the other side. Bring it up the paws, both sides, flatten them out if you haven't already, both sides. No. Yes, I will do articulation for the modes if they have articulation. So that way the tail sits, well, because this bit right there, that little gap, that will form the tail, essentially, easily, like that. So then you just rotate these guns down, and you flip this bit up and back. So it sits somewhat right in the middle. Yes, I do know Toy Hacks does have a low set for him. I might get it. It's like $10 to $5, I think. But you want that, so that way this gap right there creates a tail. Just bring out a little bit there. And now we're going to rotate the waist 180. So just rotate it, there, like that. So now this will help me get everything in frame. There's the paws. These bits out. If you haven't, just make sure to clean everything up, because we're about to be done. Make sure he's standing. All feet. Bring down those guns. Yes, you tap in the feet. 2. You want a little gap back at the back end. See that? And push this back. Sorry, there's like a little gap at the back. Let me bring up the camera a little bit. Let me make sure that paw's down. We're almost done. Let me do this. There, so you can see it better. So we're pretty much almost done there. That's the tail, front's over here. We're almost done, we just gotta finish up with the head. So you can open the mouth. Just get a nail right there and drop that down. And now there's these bits right here. You flip these all the way up, and that says the ear. You do the same thing on the opposite side. Ear. And that's Quickswitch done. Okay, now there's a step. So you do want to extend the guns. You do want them to just pull them out, and then you just put them on top. Pull out, and then just drop them on that little slot. Little tab up here. This will help fill it out a bit. And it is a tight connection, so it won't be like coming on. Done. So he has guns on his head. That's his woodrunner mode. Yes, his woodrunner mode. So yeah. Excuse me if you can hear my stomach. But yeah, there's the side. I mean, it's okay. The back is the back. And it's a tail. It's an alien wolf, or you can say it, or whatever it is. All mode, beast mode is. Woodrunner is alien beast, alien fox. Interesting. You do want that a little bit up. Configuration, if you want, these can rotate down, but you want them pointing down. The back legs can move forward. As you see, it's stable, and then this can flatten out, but that's more for other modes. And for the front, make sure this is locked in. There. Down. Arms can go forward. And you do have that elbow joint, and then the paw can move down and up, depending on your preference. So pretty much it's just the same. As I untap it, the hand on the back. So you can get him like a running pose, but I'm not gonna really pose him up. And yes, the neck can rotate, so he can look to his right, and right there, so he looks like he's running towards you, and to his left, which that will split up the head, or you can just leave him straight in the middle. That did bump out the fans a little bit more. But there, and then you're also with the guns right there. Alright, let me just attach this gun and then I'll show the detail. And then I'll do a quick comparison with another beast. Okay, so pretty much you're going to see all the detail. See that white right there, guns right there on the side, 4 barrels, they're kind of blocked right front. And you get the 2 cannons, you can see there's the I just realized his mouth wasn't aligned up. Let me get the head aligned up. Realize his mouth wasn't aligned up. Okay, there we go. And you can even see like a little molded right there for a tongue. Yes. One. And if you look right, there is his eyes, and you get the cannons. There is Quickswitch in his beast mode, his wood runner mode. Okay, alright. I'm gonna do a quick comparison. Here he is has that victory Leo. Just so you can see it versus a lion versus a wood runner. Yes, there's tape on the tips of Victory Leo's cannons because those bits start to break when removing the blast effects. But there is Victory Leo and Quickswitch. No, I don't have Victory Leo's cannon on him. It's Star Saber still holding it. Alright, so now we're going to pretty much undo almost everything and redo everything. Remove the guns from the back. We're going to go into his next form, which is his airstrike mode. Also, yes, if you want, you can break the neck by having it jump. That's for another mode, so that's why I didn't really mention it. So we're going to, once you remove the guns, you want to split the legs a little bit so that way this bit can drop down underneath. And that just sits underneath right there for a minute. Right there, out of the way for a minute. And now we're going to bring these legs up, and tab them in. Tab them in. Yeah, the front tabbed in, so I don't want another thing happening with the beast head. And make sure that's pushed to flat. Right there. Okay, and then you also want to, well, with these paws, strain out to the side. Yeah, that's a weird pose, so you can see he broke his leg. Alright. Just getting the instructions open. Okay, strain out the paw and then just bring this back. I will sit right there. There. Make sure this is more in the center. So there's that. Throw this over here on the table so that way. And then yeah, right there, let me make sure I just saw this but it wasn't fully tabbed in. Now we're just gonna rotate to the head. So flip up, flip down, flip up, split. Right down the middle. Split. Split right there. So it's like that. Sorry, that one gun just kept getting and the one foot was moving. But so you can see there's that. Okay. Like that. So now we're going to flip out the drill and then we're going to rotate 180. So flip this out. I'll flip this bit out. You can hear that ratchet joint right there all the way out. It will rearrange itself. So now we're going to rotate the waist 180 so that way everything. So there, right there. There, that's how you want it. But these will just stay out to the side. So now we're going to bring these up 1 inch above there, both sides. both sides so you can see it's starting to look more like it is. Okay, and now once you do that, you're going to rotate 180. Rotate them so that way they're pointing forward. You want right there. Rotate them. You do also want to rotate them back. And straighten out and tab them back in. Right there. Both sides. Rotate around. Right there. So now we're going to bring down this bit and then bring this up. And I believe we're rotating this. So it's like that. Yeah, you want it like that. Yeah, so just bring this down and bring that up. I'll bring that down. And that's pretty much it. I'm just keeping this straight up. Okay, so now he doesn't have wings, so let's fix that. So bring this up, and that will, and then you can flip up the wing. So the beast head does form the stabilizer. Do the same thing, flip up, flip out, and out. So that way, it's aerodynamic. Like that, you do also collapse the guns, and you just peg them onto the back of the shoulder ports. Right there, and right there. I do fans here. No. So you can have little angle guns. But that's his air strike. Yes, his airstrike. I was just double checking. I was just fixing that. But there, so you get not one, two guns. It's still straightforward. They sit right there. So these now act like us thrusters or back guns. So we're sliding, and then there's the 7 guns behind him. You can shoot them right there. And that little bit we flipped down earlier, that's just acting as like a little stabilizer. I could tell the race wasn't centered. So I was just trying to center it. But there's his flight mode. Here you can see the wing right there. There's the front, the sides, back. This bit, I'll talk about this bit later. So there. That's that done. There. There. For a quick comparison, here he is with Takara Tomi's Super Megatron in his jet mode. Yeah, as you obviously see, Quickswitch is a little bit smaller. And I just realized they had about the same amount of wingspan. From it looks like almost the same amount. But there is Quickswitch versus Super Max. So yeah, you obviously have these two guns right there, and then obviously Max has that barrel right there, and the missile pods, but also have these like kind of in back. Say there's more guns right there, thrusters, so we're back guns while he's flying. You can fire those. All right, and take away the Super Max figure and quickly transform him into his sync mode. You'll see why. So, but you can at least see Quickswitch right there. Just gonna quickly transform into sync mode. It's a quick transformation into sync mode. Like I just gotta get this leg tabbed in. And he's good. Well, for the legs. Yes, I will do eventually a review of this figure, of the Super Max figure, also after I transform him into this mode, once I finish it. That's it for me transforming figures. Well, except for comparison wise, so that will at least save me time. Let me review. Alright. But there you can see there's his airstrike. I believe we're going into his gun mode next. Gun mode next. But like I have previously said, as you see, you're going to be undoing and redoing some stuff. Stuff into get him into his tank mode, into his modes, but it's a 6 changer. What do you expect? Six modes, it's gonna have to transform all 6 modes. I do have the Fansproject Tiger Rex. I'll be talking about him later, near the end of May. You're watching this. Just flipping out the last bit, doing the shield bit. There we go. Probably should have got a tool for this bit. This bit I'm doing now. Yes, there we go. Got it somewhat out. Then let me see if I can grab a tool, because this bit's sometimes it's hard to get out unless I unpeg it and then yep, there I got it. Okay. There, and Super Max is done in his tank mode. But that's more for a tank mode comparison. But that's where his drill tank mode is, just so you can see how if he is another tank. Or I could just transform the siege into tank mode. I didn't feel like doing that. Which I do have issues in non-issues with the Super Max figure. We'll talk about that when I get to it. His review, which I don't know when that will be. Alright, but there you can see there's Quickswitch's Jets mode. So we're gonna redo everything that we pretty much done did. Remove the weapons, just set these 2 off to the side. So, and we're pretty much transforming the figure. So we're gonna flip up the drill bit, which you can't really do. You want to leave this, bring this up a slight angle, and flip this a little bit up, back into where it was before you pulled it out. Because that's why you leave this slightly up, so you get access to that. As the instructions just fell. But now we're going to put this back where we had it before. Bring it up. Flip this back around. We're pretty much doing his first mode, how he was in his jet mode, in his beast mode. Close this, close it, tab in the heads together. Sorry if you heard that noise in the background. I can control that. If you did it, then that's good. Alright, so like I let little hinge. So you just want to bring this down. And that's all the way down. Bring this up a click. Or down a click. There, so there. Okay, now we're going to also bring these up side so they'll sit right there. with these treads facing up. This is going to be the back of the gun. Which I do like how that's on ratchet, so like it won't be moving around. Okay, we're going to flip out these paws, split this, and we're going to flip the bit up. So split, you're going to rotate down. Again, rotate down, flip out, flip out. You want to rotate these around, I believe. Or yeah, you rotate these in. I'm leaving them up for a sec. So now tab everything back in, and you also do flip this a little bit up, in the middle, up, and that will like act as a sight. So now just tab everything back in to this secondary to how you will have it later. Just tab that back in, right there. There's a little notch on the side where these guns will store and will sit. Sorry, I say that and then it doesn't go in there. But yeah, there's a little notch on the side, right there, where the gun will sit back then. I can tell it's not lined up, so let me fix that. There we go. That will keep the waist from moving. Hey Adam, how are you? Bring that up, flatten that out. We're pretty much almost done with this demo. You do flip these up too. Now, rotate to the front. You flip up the handle. You want it so there is a notch at the bottom, at the top. It's in the instructions, they have it upside down, so there's a little rail right there, and that will slide in. Sits in place. That will slide in. You want to make sure. Just slide for a second. Okay, but yeah, you flip the barrel in, and then this will just peg in. Slide into that little slot right there. I'm just grabbing that one side that fell, so just slide it in. And we're almost done. We got one last step. It's the hardest step. So now we're going to flip it underneath. Because they still have it underneath. You're going to get your nail right here. Right there. And pull this up all the way. So you want to make sure that that will form a little trigger. So, and it can move a little further, but it's not really supposed to. And it is molded a little bit now. Did we do any toy hunting recently? And there you have the Fansproject Quickswitch in his laser shot mode. So let's bring up the camera a bit more. So I'll go over our details. You can see the front. Right there, you can see the barrels, but you get these little barrels right there. No hunting. Okay. You get the little scope. You can see that bit's the scope. There you do get a trigger. Right there. And yes, I can hold it comfortably. And also the stock, which is back here, which is the beast mode head. But yeah, it can hold, so you can get like a little trigger. Well, Adam, I'm going to be ordering something tomorrow. Alright, so that might change the review schedule. Might not. But there, so that's his gun mode. Right there, so you can act like you're pulling it back and then shooting, but if you put it too far back, it comes untapped. But right there, it can balance. Also, if you want, it can. It's not in the instructions to give it a little stability. So if you like want to display in gun mode, can flip the pause down and then just balance, and you see it's balanced and it won't fall over. So nice little bit. Alright, quick gun comparison. I don't know how I'm gonna get in the frame. There is great shot in the submarine mode. Okay, you already know. There. Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. There, great shots right there, and Quickswitch is in front of him. Let me bring up the camera. But you can see there's both guns. Both of the gun formers I do have. Here. Balanced a little bit. There's both gun formers I do have. There, he's helping his father up. Holding his father up. A little bit, it's up. There, alright, I'm done with great shot. You can go back off to the side. Okay, that's it. So now let's transform him into his. I believe we're going to do his drill tank mode, and then his bow mode. Yes, drill tank it is. Which it's okay, drill tank mode. Okay, so remove the barrel. Rolls, barrels. Flip this bit forward again. Forward. Or it won't go all the way forward. We'll just say an angle. Right there. How are you, Adam? Straighten this bit back out. You do want to flip this bit back in. Now we're going to untap from the side and then split halfway. Middle. And now you're just going to flip in the guns. It'll be easier if you can see what I'm doing. You flip this in and then you just flip that in. That's why you want to make sure the guns are out fully. And that will bring out the foot. But there, so we're not using these anymore. To rotate around and just bring in like how they were before you brought them out. Just want to reverse both sides. So it's like that. Eating a sandwich. What kind of sandwich are you eating? You flipping the guns now when we bring these up in this joint. Let the thigh up. So they're pointing towards the thigh. What type of sandwich, Adam? And now we're going to split the sides again. You're also going to bring these down. I think we're supposed to do it earlier. But yeah, bring down and pull. Pull right there, down the middle. Smoked turkey and mayo. Nice. Nice. Okay, so yeah, you want them out like this, and we're going to bring these over there, so you can see this bit. We're going to bring it back. So you do want to like tab these in. And everything will get tabbed in. Is this a? Read the title again. Fansproject. Nope, it's not. It's third party. Third party. Third party. Third party. This is a third party version of the character. Not to Hasbro. Because it does say Fansproject. Well, Fansproject Madlaw, but it's Fansproject's version. This one I got TFCon, the one with that RC with the from this year's TFCon. Okay, so I was just quickly. It's third party offering, not Hasbro. One. Okay, so you want to flip this bit up, down as I flip that bit up. And yeah, you're gonna close this up, and then you're gonna rotate the waist 180. Close this up, right there. So that way it's the drill. No one won't be able to rotate. Just bring these bits out a little bit, rotate the waist again. Wait. Thank you. Yeah, you want to rotate these up so they're pointing this way. Up. You want to flip out the paws. Flip them out. Right there, and flip this bit up. Both sides. Right there. So you just straighten out. Straighten this out. Flip this out. And you flip this up. Flip that shoulder panel up. Adam, our old friend, commented on that community post the other day. You know her. She just quickly commented on it. But you do know her. Even Stella knows her. You know her. If you forget her name, it's fine. She hasn't been on the streams in a minute, but she told me some sad news, Adam. And you might not want to hear it. I'm not sure if she told you, but I'll let you know the person's name if you can't remember her name. Do you know who stopped by, Adam? So you flip this bit down so that way it gives it like a little stabilizer. Right there. Stabilizer. Do you know who I'm talking about? And then these bits will just clip down on the side. Side right there. I believe they do tap into that. To the. Oh, they don't. Just want to make sure they're lined up. Sorry, I was just quickly doing that bit off camera. Right. You know who I'm talking about? No clue. Elena. She told me on the community post her mother died. Okay, so there's also a tab right here on this side, right there, and that will go into the little silver pin. For this, I do flip up the paw to get in. Elena, her mother passed away. I'm not sure how long, when, but her mother passed away, unfortunately. She said that on the community post. I would read the comment, but I don't. I'm trying to focus on the review. Her mother, unfortunately, passed away. Yeah, prayers for Elena. Yeah, she stopped by that post on May 3rd and said her mother passed away. Which, yes, definitely prayers for Elena. Because, yeah, losing a parent, that's hard. It's hard. But there, that's the drill thing mode. And you have everything together. Also, you do put the guns on the sides. Yeah. And you just peg them into the fists. But yeah, this is third party. So you get this. There, thank you for praying. We'll do a moment of silence for her mother in a sec. mounting and just putting the guns on the wrong side. Yep. Alright, here, I'll do a moment of silence once it hits a minute. For her mother. Alright, moment of silence. Starts right about. Agreed. Now, alright. Alright, moment of silence is up. Alright. I was just completely messing with the figure while doing that, while not talking. I adjust that, but here you can see there's the front, the drill, and there's the side. There's the pause, they just fill out the back. That bit just gives it a little like stability part. Stability. Stability. So you can get the effect that it's rolling, as I'm not going to roll it because that's moving the backdrop. Alright, quick comparison for tank mode. I don't really have another drill tank figure, but here is with the Takara Tomy Super Megatron in his tank mode. Just so you can get a scale with another tank, I do have that Siege Megatron that times returns, but this is the better out of those. Better out of them. But yeah, there's that one. There. Alright, now we got one more mode, is this ship mode. So let's remove the guns. Remove the guns. Remove the guns as I'm untabbing the arm while doing it. Remove, unpeg. Unpeg. Okay, let me get the arm peg back in. The butt mode isn't easy. Transformation. I know it's not a boat, it's called Aqua Force. You can call it, it's your own figure. Call it whatever you want. You can call it Frank for all you care. If you want. But as we know, it's Quickswitch. Okay, so for his, there, I just quickly untapped it. So we're basically going to untab everything. You want to bring this up, untab this, bring this out, leave this forward, bring this up, leave the chest closed, split, right there. Because now it's going to basically go flip around to this way, so it's going to be looking at you. As Wojak falls over. Wojak. There, he just came untabbed. There. So you're gonna just have it like this. Yeah, you're just gonna bring these down. So it's underneath, and there will be just rotate these down. So, now for this bit, there is a slot on the thigh. Right there, there's a slot, and there's tabs right here on this piece that will go into that slot. So you just gotta line it up, get it pegged in. Both sides. There, I got it pegged down one side. Now the other. There, and that was a nice snap. And so that's the front of it. Granted, yeah, it's gonna be a little off balanced. right, it's going to be off balance, but we'll do some stuff to make it secure again. So now we're going to flip this forward. The sides of those pegs will peg it into the weapon ports, to the holsters for reload. Bring this out, you rotate this up. And then we just rotate this down, and so that way the treads are out. There. So yeah, you just rotate, head forward, bring out, flip forward, you rotate 180, and you just drop it back into the spot right there on both sides. You just get these tabbed into the thighs. There, that bit took some time doing. See, yeah, as you see, it's not really stable, but we're not done. As I untap the panel. There, so yeah, we're not fully finished. There's still like one little bit we gotta do. So you can see it's kind of looking more stable since we just did that whole little section at the back. Actually, there's one little bit. You're going to flip, untab, and flip them around 180. Flip around 180, flip down. And these will add a little bit more stability. And this will just hinge up right there. So that way it gives it a little bit more stability. Yes, the guns do store in this mode. Just bring down the handle. Bring down the handle, both sides. You see there's two ports right next to the screw in the middle. There's a port here, I'll show you. Right above my nail, there's a port right there. 5mm port. And guess what? Yeah, that's so his guns peg into his robot mode crotch. Well, as I dropped that one, but there, just line it up, peg it in. And there is his Aqua Force. So while he's on the water, he can blast at some Decepticons in the water. I don't really have a boat transformer. This is my first boat transformer. I don't have a boat former yet. I will have Boater or Sea-Watch Boater from TF Victory, but he won't be arriving until December, so I didn't want to wait to do that review until then. But this was Quickswitch, the one I was telling you about in that stream. Boats and holes. Oh my. Yes, bolts and holes. But that is the Fansproject Quickswitch. All six of his modes. We started off with his robot mode. Then we went into his beast mode. After beast mode, we went into his jet. I have the names of his modes. Wood Runner was his beast mode. His Airstrike was his jet mode. The Laser Shot was his gun mode, which we did right after, and then we did the drill tank mode, which then when you joined us, and which they call it Dirt Driller. And obviously, and you also have his Aqua Force, but his name is Madlaw. So they got the W, because if you read the names again, W, because his boat, that was the Aqua Force. Would run Master V, so Master for that. for a master. Master V is an instruction is what they call a robot mode holding its guns. Wood runner. But yeah, you get the names. Madlaw. But yeah, he's good. That's the side of the boat. Front. Here's the back of the boat. So yeah, there's a thruster. Eventually you could transform it. But that's how it is. So you can see it's a little thruster. It's on the boat. I just realized his mouth was open. Close that up. There's the front of it. And you also have not one, but you have two guns looking right at you. And there's this boat mode. It works, the instructions, like I mentioned, those few little bits. The accessories are nice, the guns right there, and then obviously the two bigger guns, which I set off to the side, which he can use. He can put them on any port if you want, but I just left them outside because they only show them in robot mode. That little Matlock. Matlock. Madlaw. 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 But yes, that you can Matlock. But that's been the Fans Project's take on Quickswitch, which they call it Madlaw because it's a third party. I probably definitely get the toy hack set for them. I know toy set for him. For him, it just gives them like slightly different colors in some areas. As I did mention, how it looks blue. It's not actually blue; it's green. It's just the kit lights there, or in the camera that are making him look more bluish. But yeah, there's that. Granted, not all of the modes would be the strongest, since he is a 6 changer. Usually with triple changers, there's some modes that don't look the best. A bunch of kibble, like go look at the Titans Returns Megatron. In his alt modes, I believe his tank mode was the worst, or his jet mode was the worst. Yeah, man, animal, land, air, water. Robot. Let's see, robot. You're missing a mode. Listen, robot, beast. No, robot, beast. Robot, his beast, his air, his flying mode, it was a robot, the beast mode, his jet mode, then gun, then drill, and then water. So man, animal, air, gun, and then drill, and then water. Like here, if I go in the instructions, I'm not going to transform back through all 6 modes. It's right. I forgot again. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. See, that's his beast mode right there. That's his robot modes, right? That's his robot mode. That's the beast mode, or the wood runner. Make sure. There is his. Nope, I'm going another step. Airstrike mode. That's the jet mode. It's pretty much the gun mode. The gun also did have the actual trigger. Right there. There's the gun. I'm going to get ready to slow drill mode, but to make it easier, better. There is his dirt driller, and obviously you see the boat right there. Right there, and then there's the little flip out visor gimmick, and there's him holding the bigger guns with the others holstered on him. There's that. But yeah, that's been the Fansproject Madlaw. It's good. It's a good take on the Quickswitch. Like I did mention before, I know Hasbro did release a version of him, but that was in a pack, a 4-pack, 5-pack. And I never got that pack. I did get some of the molds from that, individual molds of the figures. But he is good. He does look good with great automatic great shot. I did mention how he's 6 shots, son. But yeah, it's good. The ratchet joints are good. Articulation works for all the modes. Transformation works. Good posability. No, really, not. He doesn't really have issues. Like I mentioned the instructions, but yeah, he does look good. The guns, the 2 smaller guns, you can see they can store in all 6 modes, while the bigger guns can't. But like I mentioned before in the beginning, the bigger guns can hold a blast effect if it's loose, but they can hold a blast effect. Yeah, that's been my look at the Transformers Fansproject Madlaw from 2014, which I got this figure at TFCon LA. I do have the CDL Toys RC Thursday night, and then next week it's the Fans Hobby Pie Arson and Bossman. And then the following week after that, that will probably be the Optus Nox figure, and then the Fans Project Tiger Rex. And then we'll see. And then I'll probably do that Max and the Rewind and that short review that following week. Yeah, I know, like next month, I believe I'm going up north for a little bit. Rise of Beast is out in June. I'm gonna see that. I don't know when I'll get that Scourge review uploaded. Well, Scourge review done. But yeah, anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf. If you have this figure, let me know what you think of it. It's been out for a couple of years now. Yeah, stream. But yeah, thanks for everyone who stopped by. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified whenever I go live again or upload a video. I do have a couple of Fortnite videos I'll upload, like 6, I think. I'll upload the weekend, so 2 this weekend, 2 next weekend. If I don't stream tomorrow night, Wednesday night, I'll probably upload one of the videos. But yeah, anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf, and this has been the Fansproject Madlaw, aka Quickswitch.